What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyd and I'm back with some more Age Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map in the blue color, playing as Thor, as Loki. His name is DevilRedViper. His opponent today in the red color playing as Thor. His name is J4Jc3. I'm sure there is some way to say this name, but I'm just going to refer to him as J4, as the entire community affectionately knows him as. So J4 he is. Now, DevilRedViper over here is also known as Nulgath, for those of you playing at home. He played in the Bill Greg Open, and I believe he handed Chrono JJ his exit ticket in a very crushing fashion. So he's a very strong player indeed. J4, on the other hand, has been playing this game since, I think, before I was playing this. I think he started playing before I did, but definitely another one of those guys who's been off and on for many years, and a Thor player, so he's a little bit masochistic like that, but very funny guy and a good player to boot. So Challengers League is these players are from the Challengers League first week of the entire tournament, so their first step into the pool, dipping their toes in the water, making it happen, making it very exciting indeed. And well, we'll see how they go. I like this little usage of the straggler tree and the ox cart, allowing him to cut an ox cart here. Very nice play there. We'll see what DevilRedViper wants to do here. Loki versus Thor is a really difficult matchup for the Thor player, simply because Heimdall Rush you have to be careful of if you've got a 4 gold mine, sort of like this. You got to be careful of it. Undermine on this, plus Einhjar. You're not going to be able to continue mining from this gold mine, but J4 has saved his Dwarven gold mine, so that's at least 1,000 gold he can gather from right next to his town center, the safety of his town center. We do also see a Skraeling has gotten inspired here, which means that his entire base will be spotted. Walls going up nice and early. These Auroch here can get dragged in, but I think J4 will have grabbed Pig Sticker already, so it's going to be a bit difficult for him to drag them in behind the wall. So would have liked maybe just a little bit extra out this way and then across, just to make sure you could just keep those Auroch safe. Well, there is like an easy way back behind it if he does get attacked, I guess. So no problems there. Temple coming up now for DevilRedViper in his base. So it's looking like we're probably going to be seeing 4 SETI here from DevilRedViper. There's no real, like going 4 SETI, going Heimdall. Both are extremely valid strategies in this matchup because the gold mines are always going to be forward. If we check out the map in some detail here, we've got gold here, here, and they're always just going to be across the map like this, pretty much. In front of the map. So you're asking basically the strategy that DevilRedViper is going to be going for here is going to be a 1 town center semi-fast heroic age while trying to put a lot of pressure onto J4, get some myth unit spawns, hit some good raids, and try and get to that heroic age before J4 gets to the heroic age, so he can cast flame weapons without any worry of frost countering it. So J4's sort of win condition, if you will, here is basically, can he get to the heroic age before his 2 gold mines expire, for his 1,000 gold from the Dwarven gold mine and the gold mine over here. I like this temple placement as well. We do see the Ulfsar coming and going to be harassing this ox card here. Still 200 food left in this Auroch, and the Hersar coming in as well. We do see 4 SETI is the god of choice here for J4. I don't know how much I like that one. We see 415 advance time from DevilRedViper through 4 SETI, going to be pushing these villagers off this. And we do see, unfortunately, the Auroch does walk out here. But if he just shoots this with 1 villager, which he's going to be doing, he may be able to drag this this Auroch around. He's got to be super careful, and it will happen. Looking like a longhouse coming down to try and block it. And that will be very key, bringing this Auroch right in next to his town center. Smart play there. There's the troll. As I was saying, I honestly prefer to see Freya here from J4 on this map, because the Valkyrie can do some damage just before all of Thanes comes in, whereas the troll is just gonna trade for a troll. Obviously, that's how it works. Both trolls are going to get their HP back. Ooh, the Feeling Spring will allow this troll to win slightly, I think. Or it's actually, no, it won't. It's not enough healing. Not enough healing. And the wolves coming up over here. More Hersa coming out. Throwing Axeman as well. And looking like we may be able to pick off some of these units. Are doing some damage there. Hersa gets a couple of hits in. More Hersa coming in for DevilRedViper. He's spamming Hersa out of both Temple and the Longhouse there, spamming out dwarves. Has a random gatherer on this. We should chuck that over onto the food or onto the wood. And these Hersa are coming out, going to be able to snipe that Skraeling, who does not want to retreat here. And that's going to be fine. But now back onto this Auroch for the time being, going to finish off what he had left and then just get back through this location. Nice Longhouse there, but the town center will pick that one off. Nice try there, almost getting something done. There are some goat here, which you can gather from, can potentially sneak over onto these Auroch in the corner as well. But he's not going to be trying to do that one just yet. Definitely safer to sit on these goat, making a Hersa and throwing Axeman. Still making some dwarves, and unfortunately this gatherer not dumping that wood for quite some time. Doesn't matter though too much. Villagers over here now. I've moved to more Auroch in this corner, still spamming out those Hersa. J4 still playing very well here, trying to stay alive. Hasn't actually lost any units in the process here. 53 population. 55 population for DevilRedViper. So both players very similar population counts here. Staying alive, doing the best they can. Hersa here for DevilRedViper, still trying to bash his way through this wooden wall and take down this sentry tower. I wouldn't mind like just an upgrade of the watchtowers here, to be honest. Hersa has been able to hit this thing over here. Canute Ringbearer on his way, and Hersa do manage to come through and bash through this wall as well while this is all going on. And now the Hersa about to get surrounded, but gets run away very fast. Not any wall segments on this sentry tower just yet. Would have been nice to try that. The dwarves about to get hit a little bit. One getting pushed away. We'll be able to jump into the sentry tower there. So it keeps that one alive. Dwarven Armory is coming up right now. And how are the resources looking for J4? Very low resources, still trying to pump out those houses. DevilRedViper 61 population to the 65 of J4. So it's still fine, but this sentry tower is going to be going down, and that's probably going to be a Hersa, a myth unit spawn here, as well as J4 is not able to prevent that from happening. Would have been some wall segments around this sentry tower would have been fine, but I guess doesn't really protect them that much at all. Still gathering from these goat, more houses going up. I'd like to see him cancel those Hersa and just go pure throwing Axeman here. Once he gets enough of these, he picks off these iron here completely fine. And now the Hersa coming in on preventing this house from going up. I think that doesn't matter too much as long as he keeps this Hersa alive. And does garrison that one into the tower here. So running in, do find themselves in a bit of a sticky predicament here. Nice micro from J4 to hit these Hersa and prevent them from getting out. Losing a lot of these Hersa is absolutely huge right now for J4. And he's going to be able to pick off so many of them as they're running away. And he's going to actually get them killed by the town center as well. Even more Hersa falling. That is gigantic right there for J4. Because looking at the population, 53 to 75. And J4 is on his way to the heroic age. Hitting complete goals in this matchup so far. Going to be able to get through Skadi by the 9-minute mark. Hitting at 10 minutes here if he just gets that rest of that food out. He just needs another 100 food. Picking off even more Hersa over here. As the Hersa have not been able to trade very well at all. And J4 just playing out of his mind so far. Healing Spring coming down for DevilRedViper, who's going to be coming back to his base. More Hersa are getting pumped out. And J4 just playing nice and calm, nice and safe, going through Skadi. The next thing he needs to do right now, there's the Bragi for DevilRedViper, but that's totally fine. Way too early for DevilRedViper to really do any damage. Still has a gold mine he can utilize if he wants to, a Dwarven gold mine. He's going to save it so that he can use it in the heroic age. We've got to be super careful on moving out a little bit too early. And I love this! J4 moving those dwarves over onto wood instead of onto a gold mine willy-nilly. Villagers are going to be leaving the home base then. I don't think that DevilRedViper will seen that off of that spy on the Ulfsark, but the Ulfsark's coming over the battle ball. Does actually notice this one, and he's moving down to the bottom. He may spot these villagers moving to the corner. Does these Herso have Hall of Thanes? They don't have Hall of Thanes, and the battle ball will be able to hit this one here and prevent this food from being grabbed. Herso coming this way as well, but Scardy's here, so it doesn't matter. It's going to be totally fine for him. And where are the dwarves at? The dwarves moving to the back of the base here to chop more wood. Villagers are getting killed. Dwarven gold mine does get put down there. That's 3,000 gold. In a very bad spot though. That's asking for some trouble. The Herso are onto that battle ball now. Coming onto this watchtower, we'll be able to pick that. Sorry, sentry tower will be able to pick that one off. Our frost giant could keep those alive. This is a key unit for your army here. You have to have a bunch of them alive. Otherwise, you will not be able to deal with those battle ball coming out. But DevilRedViper has managed to get those units back up. Gets a big whack. What? A frost by J4? He was playing perfectly. That had to have been a misclick. What? You save frost for flaming weapons. Maybe DevilRedViper just goes to the Mythic Age through tier here, and he can use flaming weapons on Thimble Winter and just win. But you gotta. This does slow him down, I guess. Maybe J4 is trying to get to the Mythic Age here, go through tier himself. Do you see another raid back onto this food over here? Nothing else going up. Going to pick up a lot of these Herso, so it's done work, but that does open J4 up for some really big things here. These villagers are going to be retreating now. They still know, well, he does have Hall of Thanes now, so he can come over and pick off these battle ball. No market just yet. Lots of dwarves on this gold mine. Has 1,900 gold left on it. So this is definitely looking like J4 potentially, as long as he doesn't lose these units here, he's moving out. This could be bad. He's looking for some sort of fight here. I kind of understood his ideas just up until now, and he is not going to get trapped. He's going to be completely lucky here. Not enough units out for DevilRedViper while this is going on. We do see the Hersos chasing down this battle ball. Villagers back over here onto the Auroch. Does he have a market going up in his base? Still no market. Moving forward, trying to force flaming weapons. There's the flaming weapons. And J4, there's no Herso here. Why are you casting flaming weapons? He gets one Iron Yard spawn. Why are you fighting this? Run! Get away! You don't need to fight it. Okay, J4 retreats away from this. Herso dodging, throwing axemans here. Coming back into the base. J4's got no resources really to speak of. He's trying, and he's not actually trying to get to the next stage. He's still spamming out units. And now that the flaming weapons is sort of over, J4's got all the initiative. He's got the better army. He's got the Herso to deal with the myth units. We do see that these Herso are going to be coming in here. I think that they've got no HP here, so it does pick them off very, very fast. And that's going to be totally fine. He's going to move over here, eat these Auroch as well. The win condition right now is very important. DevilRedViper can get Mythic Age through Hell and cast a Nidhogg and be very key. J4 needs to get out Axe of Muspel in anticipation. Market goes down and then Ragnarok here, Gold Starve is the way to go. Battle Ball's coming in. J4 not retreating away with these Aurochs because he's coming around the back. Herso coming in as well. Going to be able to jump onto all of these myth units, catching out the throwing axeman as well. Frost Giant does pick off, hits a throwing axeman. Unfortunately, you need to hit those Battle Ball, and they're going to be surrounding this army incredibly well. Battle Ball's moving up onto these throwing axemen though, and the Herso trying to get onto the Battle Balls. You need to micro those throwing axemen onto Herso if you can, so that your Frost Giants can go absolutely to work. We get a Mountain Giant spawn there from DevilRedViper as this is all going down for this game here. Whoever wins this fight is going to be in a really, really good position, and it's looking like it's going very evenly. We've got 83 population for DevilRedViper, 77 population for J4, as he's just not... Is he pumping units? He is. He's only got 3 military buildings. So Frost Giant, Herser, Throwing Axeman. A very slow amount of spam coming out for him. We do see the Frost Giants coming in to pick off the rest of these myth units, but there's still Throwing Axeman here, and he's going to have to retreat. These idle villages are killing J4 right now. Just imagine if he was able to get to the next age here. He's still spamming out those units. These dwarves can now move up onto this gold mine if he wants. I was thinking, why are you moving this way? Sneak up to this top gold mine here and you're going to be able to get even more gold than you should have been able to. And there's the longhouse for J4. More Throwing Axemen coming out. We do see a hill fort in the front of the base here for DevilRedViper. Herser now coming back over trying to find these villagers who are gathering outside their base, and I love this, but there's only 3 units here. These villagers can turn around and fight if they want to. And they're a little bit out of line of sight here, very close to line of sight, and they do spot this, so they will be able to hit this one as the gatherers getting pushed back. Turning around, going to try and pick off this Herser as fast as he can, and he does get one villager pick off as the villagers moving over onto the Throwing Axeman as well. And now while this is all going on, J4 pushing forward the Frost Giants though. Got to be super careful. Those Frost Giants cannot get sniped by a Herser that easily. They're very key for this battle to be won. We see some raids over on the top of this map. A Mountain Giant spawn on this one. They're going to be able to kick those dwarves with his special ability here, if we can see that. And he goes after the Ox Guard. I'd like that as well. But this fight here is going sort of in the favor of J4, but nice micro from DevilRedViper. He's dodging those Throwing Axemen there. Therm Frost Giants have come through and they're able to completely keep these myth units frozen and pick them off as the game goes on. And the Mountain Giant that is here, going to be able to kill so many dwarves, dealing so much damage to them. He's absolutely ridiculous. Are we going to see the special ability? Pretty sure he can be used on dwarves. Does 45 hack damage on dwarves. There it is, flying away. And that's absolutely huge. That is J4. No, not advancing. No food in the bank. DevilRedViper able to keep pushing in. Has 1,000 wood in the bank. Very unfortunate here for J4. And J4 taps out. GG. Well played. I'm watching J4 here and I'm just being like, you played this absolutely perfectly up until one moment. You had, I don't know how many resources, like 500 food, 500 gold, something like that. If we check out the post game, we can quickly do this. Food. There was a point here in the game, or here. Here, when he cast Frost. When Flaming Weapons. After the Flaming Weapons was cast, you had 500 food, you had 700 gold, and then he decided to continue fighting here and he lost all these units. If he just retreats, goes mitigates through Balder, the easiest gold starve of your life. You're laughing, you're winning the game, you're happy, and you can celebrate. But unfortunately, did not go for that one, and DevilRedViper gets away with murder here, taking this game. So GG. Well played in the end. So first game goes to DevilRedViper. And that's that one. We'll move on to game number 2 very shortly and we'll start that one.